get different powers or like go different places.
Yeah, like just take Infinity Man's Forever People or whatever, and just like add some Mexican food, and I would have stuck with it. But through Tom Brummett art.
Real product placement though, not like, hi, this is Taco Place. Like, no. Do Taco Bell. Do chalupas. Do the whole thing. The fruit freezers.
Were you there when we were reading the Subway comic? Like the Subway superhero insert?
It was written by
like B. Claymore.
Yeah, B. Claymore.
Like we were reading it and Sean was like, yo, I gotta go get some Subway. But it worked.
Yeah. It really avocado. Worked. I didn't know they have avocado until Batman. Food. Yeah, until Green Lantern told me.
Probably extra $1.50.
They don't tell you that in the comic. That's stupid.
Yeah.
But like, if like he had to get all the frozen frutistas, like across New God, but there was like one legendary one that was like a bad flavor that took you to like a Negaverse or something, and like he didn't want to do it, and I was like, I would read that.
Is the anti-life equation just like a Doritos Locos Taco then?
Maybe like a flavor like God did not intend.
Ranch, because they're always asking for ranch. Or like what was it, tacos at midnight Doritos?
Feel like dark Chipotle, like
dark Chipotle.
Even Darkseid's never had that. It's like a black shell.
I must taste it.
That's way better.
Yeah. Oh hey.
Hello.
We're just recording this whole time.
We're just talking about comics we're gonna write.
And Mexican food.
That we're not gonna eat.
Fast Mexican food.
Yeah.
Not the good stuff. The great stuff.
Yeah. I'm Matt.
I'm Danny.
This is Southern California Comics Weekly fast food review.
Yes. Today we're going to talk about the Angry Whopper.
And Blue Pepsi. This is also 1997.
Yes.
Just kidding. There's books we're going to talk about for you.
Yes. Comical books of a fantastical variety.
Yeah. So many adjectives.
Yeah, we've rarely covered a slice of life comic in the usual proceedings. It's usually sci-fi, fantasy, action. Yeah.
Dan Goes to the Laundromat. That was a good one.
That was a good one, yeah.
He ran out of quarters.
He did run out of quarters.
Spoilers. Okay. Oh, you go. Guys, I got a list.
Alright, I got 2 to talk about right now.
What?
Because 2 Warren Ellis comics came out this week. And that guy's the dude.
Yeah.
Trees with artist Jason Howard and Supreme Blue Rose with artist Tula Lote.
2 for 1.
Yeah. Supreme Blue Rose is a Warren Ellisian reimagining of Supreme, the fake Superman from Rob Liefeld. Alan Moore took over for a period, and that's some classic stuff, but now it's Warren Ellis' turn to do a very oblique look at Supreme. It's about scientists. I don't know where it's going. It's just like a cool sci-fi comic. And like the art's super interesting, like lots of swirly stuff. There's like a fake what you call it, Ernest Hemingway in it. A really nice cast of characters. Like just a really neat looking comic. Just really special stuff.
It's good.
And Trees is a little more straightforward. It's a sci-fi comic where a bunch of giant alien trees is what they call them. Just these like
pillars.
Just these obelisks have like appeared all over the planet, and they don't really do anything except excrete weird liquid every few years.
That maybe kills you?
Yeah. So it's about these like varying cast of characters. Like there's a bunch of like so far parallel subplots. There's like some scientists in Antarctica, like a thing situation. There's like a Chinese country bumpkin who's living in the city now for art school. And there's one more thing that I don't remember what it is.
Lady.
Yeah, it's like a lady and a librarian.
Yeah.
Or like an author or something. And there's also like the president of whatever, some African country that I don't remember. Somalia, I believe.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just like an interesting drama. It is actually very close to slice of life.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Broke our streak.
Except there's like a sci-fi environment happening. It's really cool. Like art's great. Like.
And there's no Taco Bell tie-ins.
Yeah. There should be though.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 because it doesn't have Taco Bell.
Should call it tacos.
I'd read that. Giant tacos fell from the sky.
What we got? What's next? It's good.
I can't. Sensational comics featuring Wonder Woman.
Sensation comics or sensational?
Sensation, excuse me.
Yes.
The AL is free of charge.
Sensation makes it a little bit more erotic, I think.
Yeah. You don't need that when you got DC Comics. It's already erotic.
Yes.
This is not part of the New 52. This is in vein with Adventures of Superman and Legends of the Dark Knight.
Yes, another digital first series that they were putting out, compiling a few stories at a time, putting it out in print. Who's in this one? Who we got?
Ethan Shiver.
Gail Simone?
Yep. I think she does the first. I think
yeah, Gail Simone does do the first one with Ethan Van Sciver.
Boy, do I miss that. I miss Gail Simone not being super heavily edited, and I miss Van Shiver's art. It's pretty sweet. I really like this. I love actually all their digital. Okay, I'll show you a page. You make a face to the crowd.
All right, I'm gonna.
Do you like that?
Whoa!
Do you like that? Do you like this? But she doesn't. That's what's in the brain.
That was pretty crazy.
So, I like these books because they get to the heart of the hero, not worry about New or Old 52 or what decade or era.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times the art changes, the writer changes, the emphasis changes on which version of this character it is, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they just enlist all types of creators who don't normally do like ongoing stories for Wonder Woman to just do a Wonder Woman story. Completely out of continuity. It's kind of old 52 continuity.
Yeah, it's all the old stuff, which I like even better.
Yeah.
But they just always get to the heart of the character, because it doesn't matter about how many arcs this has to go and how many trades. It's just, I got a good Wonder Woman story.
Yeah.
Like the first one by Gail Simone is Wonder Woman being asked by Oracle to take care of Gotham for a while while Batman's in town. It's great because she does not fit in there.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, so I just read the last Adventures of Superman where the Joker comes in Metropolis when he's just starting out.
Oh, nice.
And Superman's like laughing at his jokes and the Joker's like, what are you doing? Like, oh, it was funny, like, don't do that though.
You can't do that.
Yeah. So yeah, these books,
it.
if you like just the hero, I would buy the book because it's really good.
Yeah,
so.
if you were a Wonder Woman fan, you need this.
You need that.
Don't let continuity like scare you away, or lack of continuity.
There is none.
Yeah. Alright, one of my books that I'm really excited about coming out right now, The Wicked and the Divine.
It starts with a W.
Yeah. Yeah, we got it from the same section, pretty much. Wicked and Divine. So it's about young people who become gods for 2 years and then they die. It's like a sort of a pop star thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
that kind of makes a lot of sense.
It's very much a comic by Kieran Gillen and Jamie McKelvey, who did Phonogram and Young Avengers. This one just continues on from the stuff that happened in #1. It's a cool battle with like a demon dude. There's a murder of crows that turn into a lady.
I like that.
Yeah, it just turns into a cool red-headed lady.
I like that even more.
Really cool comic, really great art. Some nice colors. I like
That's two sold out, so you better
gotta get on this.
get it.
That's all I got to say. It's really cool. What you got?
You know, this is really cool. The Delinquents.
Yeah, it is.
Miniseries by Valiant, which is 2 separate Valiant series in one, which is Quantum and Woody and Archer and Armstrong.
Yeah, they're teaming up.
I couldn't think of a better pair of people to team up.
Yeah, it's like 2 buddy cop comedies crossing over.
Yeah. If you haven't read either, shame on you, because they're both really fun. Man.
Yeah, this one's by written by James
really
Asmus,
funny.
who did Quantum and Woody, and the art's by Kano, not the guy from Mortal Kombat.
Or Kato.
Yeah, it's hitting some like Hawkman or Hawkeye type levels.
Yeah.
Hitting a little bit of Hawkeye, a little bit of Preacher actually.
It's
oddly enough. And it's really funny.
Yeah, there aren't comics like this, like a map of a treasure drawn on a man's butt. So that's a good teaser for you.
Yes.
But just flat out funny, funnier than like comedy is now. So that's important. I would read this, and it's not that long. It's like 6 issues. You can buy 6
I think
issues.
it might be 4 issues.
That's even better. That's even cheaper.
Easily my favorite non-multiversity book of the week.
Yeah. Speaking of multiversity.
Yes. Multiversity #1 is out. So this is Grant Morrison's like big, almost final superhero project.
Yeah. It's been taking a while, a couple of years.
It's taken several years for it to get made. It's a series of one-shots, each of which takes place in a different Earth in DC Comics' multiverse.
52 worlds.
Yeah. The premise of this one is actually pretty simple. Like, you know Grant Morrison, he makes really crazy, super complex superhero comics. But the premise is really simple. It's superheroes across the multiverse are teaming up to battle something huge and evil. That's it.
That's it, yeah.
But it's really well done. There's all sorts of characters from across the multiverse. There's your Obama-esque Superman, who we've already seen in Action Comics.
Yeah.
There's Captain Carrot is in this. There's an Aborigine Thor.
Yeah.
Oh, it's glorious.
It's really fun.
Fake Marvel characters.
I'm excited for each single
Yeah.
new issue to come out.
The next one is actually going to be like a pulpy, like 1930s type
The
thing.
Blackhawks?
Yeah, the Blackhawks.
Yeah, there they are.
Yeah, the Society of Superheroes is the next
Yes,
one.
I like that.
But this one is super good. Art's by Ivan Reyes, so it's kind of Neil Adams-ish. Like perfect for this kind of subject matter.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's $5, but it's a lot of story
Yeah.
pages. So.
It's there's a lot you're gonna chew on too.
Yeah, so good.
Speaking of weird,
What you got?
Lil Emo, Return to Slumberland.
Yes.
IDW. Eric Shanower, Gabriel Rodriguez. Lil Emo's back after a long time, I guess.
Yeah, and it's the premise is that the Princess of Dream or whatever finds a new kid named Nemo, and they keep trying to get him to go to Slumberland in this issue. He's like, I don't wanna.
Yeah.
And each time he tries to go, he keeps getting caught and waking up. So it's very much in line with the classic Winsor McCay comics. Like really nice art.
Yeah. There's a little bit of backup about the original strip
Yeah.
and the making of this and the transition, which is cool.
Yeah,
I
some
like to
script
see
pages and like
Yeah.
roughs.
that. I always like that stuff.
Yeah, you get bonus material just for buying the comic.
Look at you. You're already doing good.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Good for you. Another thing? You want to do another thing?
It's good stuff this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Good job, comics.
Did great this week.
Keep it up.
Yeah, let's go do another thing.
Okay. Brought to you by Carl's Jr. Just in a horse costume, not like a 2-for-1, but a stand-up. Just like in a field during a dramatic scene, like way in the back.
That's definitely Josh Brolin in a horse costume.
Why is that there?
Oh, hey guys.
Hey, we're back. We're not
Yes.
talking about fast food anymore.
Correct.
We're talking about, I think, the opposite of fast food in the comic book world.
Yes. Since the Multiversity is out,
We're going to talk about and celebrate the writer.
Grant Morrison. He is a weird Scottish guy who did a lot of drugs.
He made a lot of books.
Yes. And he loves superhero comics. So he
Made
does
some.
like the most superhero comics of all time, I think. Like
Yeah.
for how weird they are, like they show a very clear love for superheroes. So I figured we'd go from most simple to least simple.
That's a good idea.
All right. One of his earliest works for DC Comics was Animal
One of
Man.
my favorites.
Yes. Animal Man was a character who appeared in a couple comics in the 60s and was promptly forgotten about.
They called him A-Man.
Yes. And then Grant Morrison came and decided to revive the character. And it's easily the most accessible Morrison work, I think. Because
Yeah.
it's just like a solo superhero. Like, his powers are clear.
Pretty down to earth. He adds a jacket because he needs to put his keys somewhere. That's a line.
Yeah.
So
The beginning of these superheroes wearing jackets trend.
this kind of started right as Vertigo was being formed.
Yeah.
So it was just a regular DC book, and it had, it was kind of like a classic superhero book with a little more thinking in it.
Yeah.
And then it kind of switched to a little more, a little deeper, a little more
Yeah.
Morrison-y.
You get a taste of some crazy stuff in the first volume.
Yeah.
But gradually gets weirder and weirder until he eventually meets Grant Morrison himself.
That's pretty sweet.
And it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I'll take that.
Yes. The first thing I ever read by him was JLA. I've talked about this in the video series before.
I recall.
Yes, because it's one of my favorites. I love to reread it every couple years. It is straight up. Grant Morrison does the Justice League.
Yeah.
The art can get wonky at times. Like Howard Porter gradually gets better as it goes along, but it's just this is like the first time in quite some years in the late '90s where like the Justice League was made up of Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman.
All the heavy hitters.
Yeah, all the heavy hitters, and like each story doesn't last that long. Like a few issues at the most, and they're just like the biggest possible stories you could think of. Like it's always a universal crisis every time. It keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So it's super fun. Like one of the great things about Grant Morrison is that he comes up with clever uses of people's powers.
Yeah.
Like in this first volume, they're battling like evil Martians, like white Martians.
Oh yeah.
And Aquaman realizes, hey, you guys evolved from fish. Let me play with the fish parts of your brain and give you a seizure.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's why Aquaman's awesome.
I'll take that.
Yes.
Want to make less noise.
And then as a teenager, one of my favorite comic books was New X-Men. This is him and Frank Quitely taking over the X-Men, completely revamping it, like making it cool.
Yeah,
Because X-Men was super lame when the movie came out. And Grant Morrison came in and was like, why don't we do stuff like the movie? Like cool leather and like really awesome stories.
And big stuff too. I know when you think of X-Men, you think, X-Men is almost its own comic book universe aside from Marvel because there's so much and so many things. But a lot of choices made in here were the right choices of big important things like Genosha.
Yeah.
Things like that still have lasting effects, I think. I don't know anymore. But enough to kind of make the characters move and go instead of just, you can almost throw in any X-Men on a team. They do.
It's part of the fun, yeah.
Blue and gold. But this one, it made sense why they were together. It made them actually do things instead of Wolverine we use Colossus. Like, no, you have to have these characters here. And they have voices and they're really strong, Yeah. It almost felt like someone remembered what X-Men was.
Yeah, he goes straight back to the
years.
roots of what X-Men
Beast
are.
is Beast, Wolverine's Wolverine, Cyclops is Cyclops.
And he's playing on all the themes of evolution.
Yeah, which is part of X-Men too.
Yeah, and this is the point where the mutants actually become a real minority.
Mm-hmm.
Like they start talking about things like mutant fashion, mutant music. Like there's a mutant part of town where everyone lives.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. Yeah, it's really cool. It only lasts 30 something issues.
I thought it was more, maybe not.
Maybe 40.
Because I bought them all in singles, and it's a big pile.
Same here.
Maybe it's not that big of a pile though. But it's 4 trades, I think, the Ultimate Collections.
It's super cool, and everyone writing for Marvel now worships this book.
Yeah. I'll take that.
All right, Final Crisis.
We're getting weirder, folks.
Yeah, this is probably one of his most divisive works. It's just a big cosmic crisis, all self-contained in one volume.
But split into I would almost say hundreds, and that's almost not wrong. I would say almost a dozen different stories that had their own spin-offs and mini-series and.
Yeah, but this volume is pretty much all you need.
Yeah.
Again, it's people act like it's the most complicated thing on Earth. I don't think so. It just has a bazillion characters to keep track of.
Yeah.
And if you've read Crisis on Infinite Earths, this shouldn't be a big deal.
Sure.
This is mostly famous as the one where Batman dies. Spoilers, even though it's on the cover.
I used air quotes.
This is probably one of my favorites now.
Mm-hmm.
I've read this more times than I've read Watchmen. So.
That must be a lot.
Yes, I've read Watchmen a couple times. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to keep track of all the characters and figure out what's going on. Mm-hmm. It's really rewarding read. Unlike a lot of superhero comics, where you can just read it once and
Yeah, you forgot about it as you're reading it.
All right, last one.
Weirdest.
The weirdest one, for all intents and purposes.
Yeah.
Invisibles.
We could debate that all day, but
yes.
We'll tell you this is the weirdest one.
This is the comic they ripped off to make The Matrix. Yeah. I
thought of a weirder comic. Oh, well, it's fine.
Which one?
Oh, the Filth, I was thinking.
Oh, the Filth is pretty weird.
We could put that between the two.
This is the most accessible weird one, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's about a cell of 5 revolutionaries who battle against an evil dark force from another dimension. Again, pretty simple.
Seems easy.
Yeah, it's really Matrix-y, but way more colorful. In the first volume, they meditate to go back in time to Revolution era France to enlist the Marquis de Sade to join the team.
That seems like a really bad idea.
It is a lot of fun, and a lot of great artists on this.
Yeah,
Phil Jimenez. Frank Quitely draws the last issue. It's amazing. Yeah, it's super good, super weird. It is the comic of the future. Today. Well, technically in the 1990s,
yes, but yesterday.
Today.
It is nice. It is good to pick up a sequential comic every month and keep it going.
Yeah.
But it's nice to pick up something. Oh, we forgot Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol.
We've talked about it enough.
Doom Patrol's like X-Men.
Yeah.
But also The Invisibles.
Yeah.
Very weird.
It's nice to pick up a book that's that's meaty and thick and full and takes you a while and makes you kind of stop reading and go, I need to think about this for a few minutes, and then go eat and talk about it. But I like those books too, and he does a good job. You can tell he's got very strong ideas.
Yeah.
Very, very strong, and he cares about them, and that's the most important part. No matter how weird or different they get, he likes them, and he's writing them for a reason.
Yeah.
He wouldn't write them.
You like superheroes as much as you do.
Yeah.
Probably. If you're watching this video, you probably like superheroes.
Yeah. I mean, talking with him if you like him more than he does, but that's not my thing.
Yeah.
We're just the middleman. I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
You can get weird, eat a bunch of Pizza Hut, and just read these.
Just veg out, read some and some quality comical books.
Your heart might explode if you do those two separate things.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Oh, I forgot. The head of St. John the Baptist is also a character in this.
All right, no Pizza Hut for you. Just read it. Maybe have a salad with it.
Yeah, I'll have a nice salad.
I don't want you having nightmares.
I'll have some food for thought.
Whoa! I don't understand.
Just come to me, man.
All right, see you next week. Goodbye. Goodbye.
And we're back. And I brought some friends. What are your names?
I'm John Wood.
And I'm Keaton.
Keaton and John. Good, sweet. You guys been to the shop before?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yep. Bunch of times.
Sweet. What'd you guys pick up this week? Oh, I'm holding it in my hands. Why don't you tell me about them?
Picked up the first two issues of the Rocket Raccoon comic.
Rocket Raccoon. Super cool.
And Thor and Loki, the 10th Realm.
Thor and Loki, the 10th Realm. So, are these your favorite characters, or what are your favorite characters?
Probably my two favorite characters are Batman and Deadpool.
Nice. Those are like complete opposites.
True.
What about you?
Probably about the same. I
Yeah.
obviously Batman,
Oh,
and
of course.
Deadpool makes me laugh, so totally funny.
Deadpool's
This-
hilarious.
Just the other day, we went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
so we're all into Rocket Raccoon right now.
You guys enjoyed it?
It was good.
It's super funny, right?
Totally funny.
Oh yeah. So much that I bought the little
Oh, you-
Rocket Raccoon.
Got the Legos. That's awesome. So, when'd you guys start reading comics?
Probably around kind of the beginning of last school year.
Oh, wow.
More towards around there.
What made you want to start?
I got the Batman Arkham City video game, and
Ah,
Nightwing
yeah.
was a cool character in it, so I wanted to go read some Nightwing comics. So we came here and read some.
Nice. But Nightwing isn't your favorite character?
Not really, because I like Batman the best.
Good choice. What about you?
Probably first comic book was in the 70s, and probably Batman.
Yeah.
But definitely, I kind of grew up and went into college and did all that stuff, and didn't get a chance to read as much on those.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I'm glad because my son got me back into comic books, which I was
Oh.
really bummed that I stopped reading them
That's
after
awesome.
all these years. So now he loves coming here. We go to WonderCon,
Yeah.
Comic Con,
WonderCon's fun.
and obviously we come here a lot. We love this store. The store's great and great selection.
Well, thank you.
Yep.
And enjoy the rest of the store.
Thank you, my friend.
Alright, thanks.
Alright, we'll see you guys next week. Matt might be here, I don't know, but I'll be here probably, because I own the camera, so bye.